Hey guys, James here, back with another video. So today I'm going to do a quick review 2 weeks from using this Mi Band 2. So for those of you who don't know, this is the Xiaomi Mi Band 2. It's a kind of fitness tracker, and I've been wearing this for pretty much actually almost 3 weeks. It's about 2 weeks and 4 days, so 18 days total. So let's get a nice closer look at this. So this is the Mi Band. As you can see, this is critical battery. And what I wanted to do was I wanted to really use this device before I gave any kind of impression or anything. And so this is just a short video. I may do a full review because I feel like there's a lot more things to cover, but I want to make this quite short. I don't want to bore you guys. So let's just talk battery life for the first thing. So I've used this for 18 days on a full charge, and it is with 3% left. So and I'm recording this around midday, so by the end of the day it should reach 0. So I've calculated 18 days, 100% divided by 18, that's roughly 5.5% per day. And so if you're thinking that's kind of roughly the gauge of battery life, if you wanted to know. So mine lasted 18 days on a full charge. Now this will differ because I pretty much use this non-stop. I wore it non-stop. I didn't take it off. I only took it off when I showered, and that's pretty much it. I left it on the entire day, when I slept, when I went out, when I was at home, and I never took it off. So yeah, that's kind of giving you a gauge on that. Now, as you can see, it's been tracking my steps for today. I walked quite a few steps today. This is the heart rate, so it's reading my heart rate at the moment. Now the reason my battery life, maybe I'll take this off. Now if I remember correctly, I think they rate the battery about 20 to 30 days, depending on how much you use it. Now with my phone, I enabled certain features which I knew was going to eat into the battery life. So this is the Mi app. Yeah, as you can see, it's been tracking my steps. Hasn't synced. So as you can see, it's waiting to sync the data. Wait for that. So as you can see, this is my sleep. Obviously I slept extremely late. There are some features which I enabled which obviously could have introduced the battery loss. So one of those things is heart rate sleep assistant. So obviously it says helps to get more precise sleep data, and this obviously reduces that battery life. So what it does is it measures a heart rate to guess whether you're sleeping or not. Now, one of the biggest gripes I had with this band was that the sleep tracking wasn't that accurate, I found. When comparing to my Move Up by Jawbone, that was great in tracking sleep because I told it when I was sleeping. So I said, okay, I'm gonna sleep now. And then when I woke up, I said, okay, I'm up now. And that gave it such a more accurate reading, whereas this has to guess whether you're sleeping or not. And I found that wasn't as good as pretty much just telling you. And I find it weird how, because it's just software, can't you just tell it to say, hey, I'm gonna go sleep? Like, why can't you just put it on the app or something that you can touch? So it's something which was a little bit baffling to me, and something which I'm a little bit disappointed of. And so I find that the steps are quite good. The heart rate is okay. I mean, I don't find it's completely accurate, but I think it's okay. But the sleep, which was what I really wanted it for, that really was pretty much lacking, I found, for this compared to the Move Up by Jawbone. And I'll give I might release that video, like a full review comparing these two watches. But just to say really quickly, if you want a band to track your sleep, this is not the right one for you. I found that the Jawbone was the Move Up by Jawbone was far more accurate, so go get that. But the price is cheaper on this, so that's something you have to consider as well. Now, this does take 2 to 3 hours to fully charge, so I'll have to fully charge that. Some of the things which I was concerned about initially was that the OLED screen would be really, really dim. And that's not true, because when I look at it in broad daylight, it's actually not that bad. I can actually see it. And also something which I found which was great, you can actually see the full date instead of just the time, which I found really handy because I like to know the date, and it even tells you the day as well. Something which I found really annoying So I enabled the lift wrist to view info, and that's really handy if you're like kind of like doing your day-to-day stuff. So doing a raise up will turn on the thing, and actually putting it down will actually cut it earlier, which was, I found that was pretty neat. The annoying thing is when I tried to sleep and I was moving my arms around, I found that the display kept turning on all the time, so that was quite annoying. I found that notifications for apps was okay. WhatsApp always showed the WhatsApp icon, which was great. When I got a notification for example, an alarm, I like to set these alarms because they're silent alarms and I don't have to, and they work independently of my phone. So whether the Mi Band is connected to my phone or not, it will still use the alarm, which is great. And I love that about it. Waterproofing, I didn't really use this in water. I didn't want to try, but you know, I did wash the dishes once with it. I usually take it off when I wash the dishes, but just because of soap. Like for water, it's fine, but for soap, I don't want to risk it. And yeah, it got wet, but it's obviously fine, and it is rated for IP67, I think. So there's no troubles there. The band is really comfortable. So as you can see, I just got a notification. Now, I found this was annoying because that was an SMS that I just got, and it showed that app icon, which is really annoying. But you know. Also, when I get calls, it vibrates after 3 seconds, which is pretty good. I haven't had a time where I didn't feel the phone before I felt my wrist, so that's another thing to think about. But something which I think was really good is, again, alarms. Alarms are really good because I find it personally just really hard to wake up. But when this thing goes off, the alarm, what happens is, maybe I'll just demonstrate it now. So to do an alarm, just go to play, go to alarm, you set an alarm, so, oops, let's add an alarm, let's do it for 3:21, and I'll just do it once. So I'm going to save that, and then you'll see what happens. So I'll turn this off. So what will happen is, it will vibrate a few times, and then it will stop, and we'll go into a snooze mode, and then I think after 5 minutes or something, 10 minutes, it will vibrate again. See? So this is the alarm icon. And yeah, it obviously dismisses with either a touch or a wrist. But I think that's going to ring again. So I'm just going to turn that off. So what happens is it vibrates if you shake it or you dismiss it. So pretty much when you wake up, go into snooze mode, or if you touch it, then it will actually turn off. But yeah, I found that this was a really effective way of waking up because, like, for me, I can filter out sound, but when something's vibrating on your hand, it's actually really annoying. And so I had people like message me and call me, and they actually woke me up, which was really good. So that's a good bonus for this, especially for the price. I mean, for the price, it's actually quite good. So I'm going to just quickly go into how to charge it and what it looks like when it charges. So I'm going to take this out of its cradle. Oh, not its cradle, its band. So this is the cradle that it comes with. As you can see, the 2 contact points. So you just slide it in. I'm just going to use my power bank for the sake of demonstration. So plug it in, and this is what it looks like. So as you can see, it's kind of like pulsating, and if I touch it again, it's going to show that. And pretty much once it's full, it will just stay full, and that's when you know it's fully charged. So not the best way to charge a device, I find. It's a little bit annoying because you have to, obviously, if your charge is on the floor, then you have to put it on the floor. But you can charge it via your computer, but it's a little bit slower. So that's something to take note of as well. Overall, how do I find it? My first impressions, I guess, after 2 weeks of using this, I think it's great. I'm definitely going to use this watch, continue to use this watch. I'm actually gonna do a screen protector application video next, so you'll see that in 2 days. And yeah, I think it's a great watch for the price, especially 67 Australian dollars. You can't really beat that with any other watch. And it syncs with the phone. I usually leave my Bluetooth on all the time. So yeah, this was communicating constantly with my phone, and because I wanted those notifications and stuff like that. So overall, I think it's really great. It's a great watch. Some things I'm disappointed in, such as the sleep tracking and stuff like that. but I'll probably get into that in a full review later on. But yeah, I mean, the band is great quality, especially from, I guess, a Chinese brand, Xiaomi. So I'm going to charge this up because it's on 1%. And I found that, yeah, having the clock, having the steps, having the heart rate, and finally the battery, I find that that was the cleanest because I didn't want too much stuff in it. And so yeah, this is the best that works for me. So yeah, really happy with this. And now the next video that you'll see in 2 days time is the application of this screen protector, because I have found that I have got some micro scratches on this already. And so yeah, I decided to order these. So yeah, that's it for this video. Like it if you liked it, dislike if you disliked it. Leave a comment below if you have any questions or any comments about this specific product or anything else, and I'll try getting around to answering those for you as soon as I can. Subscribe to see more videos like this, and I will see you guys in the next one.